Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transit.
But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there at Bowl. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Here's Leonard, takes it inside, plays it up off the glass.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Now, here's Fox. Anunoby outside. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Leonard against Hart. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Zubac. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Zubac, such a towering presence, a guy who's capable of scoring through contact.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here's Brunson. Oh, a screen on Porter. Brunson, good.
Brunson sizing up the defense and really good at operating in the pick and roll.
Leonard against Hart. Leonard inside. He's got 5. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. They get the rebound. A pass to Fox. Hart with a screen on Powell. Here's Fox and another shot. Unable to get that one. Big T that time from Leonard. Fox against Williams. Outside Leonard. Some solid defense from Hart.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And he comes up with the deuce.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
And it's Porter with the ball for Los Angeles. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And the timeout called here by Teron Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. checked in for New York. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. In third, the Knicks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Pass to Powell. Inside, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Outside Williams. Back to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Hart. Leonard finds Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. That's 7 points for Ivica Zubac.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
And taking a look here at the numbers for James Harden. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team.
Impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Over in the corner, Williams. Leonard against Harden. Pass to Zubac. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Knicks trail by 3. Hart with a screen on Porter. Here's Fox. The kick out to Anunoby. And he hits it to tie the game up. Anunoby's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Porter dishes to Leonard. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
And he sinks the second. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, in the NBA, I'm not sure if anyone is quicker than De'Aaron Fox. I mean, when he gets going and he's moving north to south, you are pretty much helpless defensively.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Los Angeles guys shooting an impressive 60% early. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Your coffee.
Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. You look at the Knicks, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
It's Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
Continuing to expand his offensive game, Fox, a potent scorer, and will fill it up in a hurry.
Outside Williams. Pass to Johnson. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And so here are the clip-outs. Rebounded by Hart. On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by Williams. Harden outside. Back to Bowl. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Williams finds Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The offensive rebound. Zubac with the screen for Williams. Tries again. Zubac no good. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Harden outside. The kick out to Anunoby. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Porter against Anunoby. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Another shot. The Knicks pull it in.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Harden gets the bucket.
A few guys with better handles than James Harden. Really a magician with the rock.
Here's Porter. James Harden picking up that last pass.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Leonard kicks to Porter. Outside Williams. Zubac, a screen on Harden. Clock at 6. A shot by Williams, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Harden with it. Coming off 31 points last game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Harden hits them both. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Hey, Kevin. Things are happening for New Orleans and the Pelicans front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They wanted Rudy Gobert at any cost, and they managed to make it happen. From what I'm told, this was a very defensive-minded acquisition for them. Obviously, Gobert will get them points, but it's his ability to deflect shots that has them really, really excited.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Fox. Into the lane, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Hart the pass to Fox. Driving the lane. Johnson with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Vincent. Now here's Powell. Zubac's a screen on Hart. Here's Powell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New York shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Here's Vincent. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Zubac. Back to Vincent. And here is Johnson. Here's the screen. Over Hart. Johnson can't get it to go.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Powell against Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Just simply creating offense. That's what James Harden is. He is the system.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Fox. Vincent the pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Los Angeles with another miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
The finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Fox. Vincent up top. Nothing on the board. Here's Johnson, and Bull sends it back. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Knicks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
They've got Gabe Vincent. He's out there with Norman Powell. Johnson is out there with Looney. And Murray Boyles in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Johnson outside. Pass to Looney. Vincent with it. Over Brunson. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson, left side. No coverage that time. Anunoby's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now, here's Looney, and he gets it to go.
Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jade.
Here's Brunson. There's the pick. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Clippers trail by 8. To the paint, here's Murray Boyle.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Nice. Brunson working inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Vincent. Brunson covering. Vincent, the pass to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
New York moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Booth out to Payton. Out to the right wing. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In the history of the game, James Harden gets to the line as well as anyone we've ever seen.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's off on the 2nd. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Johnson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Second, the Knicks.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And the second free throw, good. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at the Clippers.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've pressed all the wrong buttons this season. It's been a series of one failed move after another, on and off the court.
Well, sometimes you earn your spot in the standings, and they've done that this year. There looked to be so much promise, so much talent on this team coming into the year. It's just baffling that all of those things went south for them.
Here's Murray Boyd. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now an update on Bol from David Aldridge. D.A., what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And there's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Vincent. Brunson covering. Vincent, the bounce pass. A floater. It's deflected. Brunson with a head of steam. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jalen Brunson.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's Christie. 6 to shoot to the inside, and he dunks it down.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Christie against Brunson. Pass to Johnson. Pulls it up. It's rebounded by New York. Booth's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. We almost can't fit more people in the arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. Here's Brunson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Brunson kicks to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Covington's got his first points of the night.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Pass to Leonard. Over Payton. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Looney's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Covington, a screen on Christie. Brunson the pass to Covington. Payton kicks to Covington. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Here's Leonard. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson got hit and still made it go.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Christie. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. Brunson kicks to Covington. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 12. Down low. Here's Christie. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard.
Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's right around 17 points a night, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
He's off on the first.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Kevon Looney. Powell comes in for Johnson. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Christie. And then for New York, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robert Covington. OG Anunoby comes in for Gary Payton. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for James Harden.
I like it. Powell just being aggressive, making the D overcommit.
Norman Powell taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Brunson against Porter. Shoots over Brunson. Porter, no luck. New York leading by 12. Here's Fox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Leonard against Hart. Leonard dishes to Williams. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in assists. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Booth. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Brunson, a nice feed. That's just good offense.
Brunson against Porter.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. The rebound by Booth. Booth's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Anunoby. Brunson the pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. He takes it in. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Porter. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And Anunoby slams it in.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's Porter. Scoreless thus far. to the middle. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Brunson surveying the D. Here's Booth, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Clippers trail by 20. Pass to Powell. Now Zubac. Outside Williams. Here's Leonard. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Perfecting that shot early on in his career. Kawhi loves to get to that one.
Hey, yo, right here.
And here's Brunson. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And so it's the New York Knicks controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Ty Lue. Coach, do you think your turnovers and struggles at the offensive end fueled their scoring?
Always. If we turn the basketball over, it's hard for us to get back, get our defense set. So we got to do a better job taking care of the basketball and having good shot selection.
We'll see what you can do to make that better as the game goes, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. In the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the upside.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. Let's move on, shall we? To that first half we just watched, guys. A tremendous start for Jalen Brunson.
I love how Brunson can orchestrate, man, for himself and for others. And he's good at finding space on the perimeter and catch and shoot.
Not the biggest guy, but he plays with a big heart.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Clippers with the ball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Hart. De'Aaron Fox out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Booth in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on the free throw.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And he's good on the second.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Lets a floater go, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Just really impressed with the player that Jalen Brunson has become in the NBA. He has mastered the fundamentals.
That one misses. Clippers trail by 20. Now here's Williams, still without a basket. Now Zubac. Porter looking it over. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Booth's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low, stolen by Zubac. Porter with it. Brunson picks him up. To the paint. Here's Williams. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Free throw good. Fox.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Now here's Porter. Still scoreless. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Hart. Leonard against Hart. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 21. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Now, sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. Sinks the 3-pointer. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Brunson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Here we go, fans. Let's get loud for your weapons.
While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. Number 1, the Knicks.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Porter kicks to Zubac. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Brunson, and it goes down 2 points. Brunson's got 26.
Well, crafty and shifty, those are 2 adjectives that fit under the Jalen Brunson definition.
Pass to Powell. There's the drive, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Williams gets the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. He gets it in there. 28 points for him.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Screen by Zubac. Porter passes to Leonard. The rebound by Booth. Booth's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They set the pick. Here's Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard looking around. Back to Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Powell. Kept alive. Here's Williams. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Offensive rebound. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Look, if he plays the minutes, there's no doubt Zubac is going to get you double-double.
Brunson against Porter. Brunson goes in. It's good. Brunson's got 32 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Standing block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Snatched up. Hart. Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside.
Smart defender. Zubac understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
LA basketball.
Clippers trail by 21. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. He said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. BA, thank you. And the Knicks with possession here. Hart with a screen on Porter. Fox passes to Hart. Second shot opportunity. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 21.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Porter outside. It's rebounded by New York. Bulls got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Drew the defender in close enough for Hart to take advantage and draw the foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, I know this gets said a lot. Josh Hart plays with heart. It's true, though. This guy is a fantastic competitor, plays with energy on both ends, and it's infectious for his teammates.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gabe Vincent comes in for Kevin Porter. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Vincent. He has yet to score. Johnson with a screen on Fox. Vincent misses. The Knicks leading by 23. It's Fox with the drive.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
LA's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Stolen by Harden. Outside, Fox. Zubac against Bol. Fox from outside. Rebound by Johnson. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Zubats, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Zubats has got 23 points. Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Fox. Johnson against Hart. Johnson kicks to Powell. Zubats with the screen for Powell over Harden. The shot by Powell, no good.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Williams with the block, and he gets it back. Hart with a screen on Powell. Harden inside the three-point line, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. With everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Harden, that's good.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Pass to Zubats. Back to Vincent. Johnson with it. Williams a screen on Hart. Here's Johnson. And the Clippers miss again. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Good. 15 points for James Harden.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powell finds Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 8 points.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Second, the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
New York takes timeout. The Knicks making a switch here. Here is Harden. 15 points in the game. Going inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Zubats.
Terrific at drawing contact. Harden is especially difficult to guard once he gets in motion.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. That free throw good from Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
2 minutes.
Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. Johnson outside. The 11-footer. And it's good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Johnson doesn't love the mid-range, but he can get that angle to work for him.
Outside, Covington. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And the Knicks miss again. Clippers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Zubac. Now Vincent. Johnson outside. Oh, good on the triple. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Covington setting the pick for Harden. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Murray Boyles. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Covington setting the pick for Harden. Payton in the corner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might hand that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Zubac. Now here's Dinwiddie. Still yet to score. Harden outside. 5 to shoot. Driving in, and the jam by Harden.
All right, Harden still got some hops and finishing that one off with some power.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson the screen. Here's Vincent. The three-pointer no good. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for New York. Pass to Waters. Here's Harden on the wing. Two on the clock. That shot missing. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Looney. Vincent is out there with Johnson. And it's Coffey in at the shooting guard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
That's good from Payton.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
GP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
Here's Coffey. Pass to Looney. 5 on the clock. Hits the jumper in space.
Looney is pretty selective at when he shoots. That ups his percentages.
Dinwiddie with it. Here's Waters. Off target with his three. Here's Vincent. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Looney down low, defended by Covington. 7-foot shot. Again, Los Angeles.
You say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Covington. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
And stolen by Payton. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. The Clippers shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. Vincent the pass to Coffey. Here's Johnson. Pass to Vincent. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Again, Los Angeles.
And not really played as a playmaker, Cam Johnson, with the smart play, just giving it up.
Payton with the screen. Dinwiddie passes to Payton. Misses in close.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. Now Vincent. Here's Murray Boyle. Rebounded by Covington. Here's Waters. Covered by Johnson. Harden scanning the floor. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that is what Harden does. Draws fouls, hits shots, and makes plays.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Waters. On the wing, Payton. Here's Waters. The three. It's good from long range. Waters got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Murray Boyle. Johnson kicks it to Looney. Here's Murray Boyle. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Payton outside. Puts up a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Coffey. Shoots from the elbow. It's taken away by Payton. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the basket by Waters. Waters got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks.
There are a few players that can read the floor as well as James Harden. He has seen every kind of defense.
Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Clippers. Here's Coffey. They get it back. Vincent with it. Here's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Vincent's got 5 points now this quarter.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Back to Dinwiddie. And he drives in. Payton kicks to Dinwiddie. New York needs to get off a shot. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
Substitution for your Clippers. Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard. Zaire Williams. Kevin Porter Jr.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Elbow shot is on the way. It's good.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Porter against Dinwiddie. Covington passes to Dinwiddie. Covington a screen on Porter. Kicks it out to Covington. New York, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Porter. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And you love Porter's effort level on offense. He works hard to find his shots.
Covington a screen on Porter. Dinwiddie passes to Covington. Payton kicks to Dinwiddie. Williams against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Waters. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Dinwiddie. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Waters got 9 points here in the second half.
A great job by Payton, just seeing the floor and then making the play for someone else.
They get it back. Zubac. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Leonard against Payton. Zubac, a screen on Payton. Williams trying to break free, and that one is good from Zubac. 27 points for Evin.
Zubac, and he cashes in.
Covington, a screen on Porter. Outside, Covington. Here's Waters. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Williams with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. For the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 18-6 run. Quarter, no luck. New York leading by 19. Dinwiddie kicks to Payton. Covington trying to break free. Payton's shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Los Angeles Clippers. Williams' shot is off. The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
4 on the clock. That's good from 17 feet away. Leonard's got 20 points.
And Kawhi Leonard will gladly take that look.
Covington setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Covington finds Dinwiddie. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Porter. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Powell. Zubac in the post. Covington's there. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
You continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
And here is Payton. Dinwiddie for three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Brunson.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Brown with it. He's picked up by LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass. Now here's Dinwiddie. Payton with a screen on Brown. They could use a bucket, and the shot goes in. And the Knicks lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now, here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. Sanogo problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. James, you guys facing a back-to-back on the road. A tough schedule, but so far so good, right?
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Yeah, you win on the road with mental more than physical, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.